everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In today's video I'm diving face first into a new brand that I've never tried before. I have got a full face here of Catrice Cosmetics. Now Catrice is very easily accessible in America, but as a UK gal it's a little bit more difficult. I have only managed to find like legitimate 100% definitely is Catrice on Just My Look. This is the website where I also get like my Essence products from. They do generally get like new releases on there, so I will leave everything linked down below that I have picked up today. But let's just dive straight on in. If you are new here, hello, my name is Millie. I post 3 times a week on a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday, and I am always doing videos just like this, testing out full faces of brands that I've never tried before, getting new products, swatching eyeshadows, doing all of that good stuff. So if that's the sort of content that you're into, I would love it if you would subscribe down below. But let's just start with the Catrice Cosmetics makeup products that I've managed to get my hands on. So of course, starting with the classic, the one that everybody has been talking about, or everybody in America has been talking about. This is the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. Now as a gal with dry skin, I definitely need all of the hydration. I've just finished my skincare routine and already my face is like, so I need hydrating. So I'm hoping that this will live up to that claim. They didn't have too many shades on the Just My Look website, but maybe I just got it on a bad day. Who knows? So I got this in the shade 002 Neutral Ivory, and this might be a little bit light, but we can make that work. I feel like the packaging is so lovely, like with the gold, like rose gold lid. It has a pump, which is always incredibly useful and not to be taken for granted because not all foundations do. So this says that it has hyaluronic acid and watermelon seed oil, natural matte and even complexion, medium to high coverage, all great things. Let's just see how this looks. I didn't get a primer. I don't think there was one that I was like particularly interested in. Ooh, that is a lot more liquidy than I was expecting it to be. So that's like 2 pumps. It's also new sponge day. This is the Made by Mitchell one. Ooh, that colour is a little light. We can bronze, we can bronze. I feel like once we've got this all over and like blended down my neck, it probably will match my chest. Fingers crossed. Okay, so I would say that this is definitely full coverage and definitely a matte finish. I would also say, as I was like blending that out, it like set onto the skin a little bit weird. Like I was dabbing it on, and then if I didn't instantly go in and blend out that section, it was sort of grabbing a little bit. Like it doesn't have that much wiggle room in between like application and then blending it out, so you do sort of have to work quite quickly. However, I feel like it looks really nice, apart from the fact that it looks like I've been punched in both eyes because now they are so red and so blue. But you know what, the colour isn't too bad. It's not the greatest. I feel like I could maybe do with maybe a touch of like the e.l.f. Halo Glow that I have that's like a tiny little bit deeper. I have a lip treatment. I'm going to put this on before I carry on. I should have put it on first. This is the Catrice Plump and Blur lip treatment. It just says Lip Perfector. So let's see, is it, ooh, it's like a light pink colour. Interesting. It smells minty, so it's not like a chilly one, hopefully. Because I quite like a lip plumper, but not if it's going to actually burn my lips off. So we'll see how much that's going to plump me up throughout the course of the rest of application. I have the matching concealer. So this is the True Skin High Coverage Concealer. I think I got this in the same shade. Yeah, 002 Neutral Ivory. Let's see how this looks. Ooh, the wand is interesting. It's like a diamond shaped. That's really interesting. It's like getting a lot of product in the actual applicator, which is interesting. Is that darker than the foundation? Oh, this is going to be a good look, isn't it? Oh, goody. And of course, I've got no idea how much of this I need, so let's just start with that much. I'm going to blend it out with my sponge. Okay, so that's blended out really nicely. It's not darker now that it's all blended out, but I do prefer, generally speaking, I do prefer my concealer to be a little touch lighter than my foundation, just to like highlight, but obviously the foundation is already too light, so that's that. I have a little duo for bronze and highlight, so we'll see how this goes. This is much smaller than I was expecting it to be. I don't know why I was expecting like a bigger pan than this. I may struggle to get, I mean, just generally speaking, I may struggle, but I may struggle to get my brush into that because I like to use quite a big brush. So I'm using the Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm going to just dip into this. Oh, there's quite a lot of kickback, quite a lot of powder coming off that, and I'm going to need quite a bit of this to try and even out this foundation. Oh goodness. Really, really, really bronzing up round the forehead, round the outsides of the face. Oh, I feel like we're getting there. I feel like we're getting there with this bronzer. It's a really nice undertone. It's very slightly, not glittery, but it is very slightly glowy, which I like. It's giving a glow. Obviously that's like the name. Did I even say what this was? It's the Holiday Skin Bronze and Glow palette. Is it meant to do that? No, I don't think it is. Okay, let's just put that back in there, shall we? If that is how this video is going to go, then I am just going to sign off now, okay? Okay, so like I was saying, this is the Holiday Skin Duo. Because there were like powder bronzers and there were powder highlights, but I don't think that there was a powder highlight that like spoke to me, and I thought that this one looked quite nice, so I thought I may as well just get the duo and see how it goes. I do have, and I don't know how I've ended up with two blushes, but maybe I was having as much of a good day then as I am today. You know what, I feel like I've actually rescued that there with the bronzer. I feel like I look a little bit more normal now. That bronzer is really, really nice, despite the fact that it just fell everywhere. It is very, very nice, and obviously it's small and you've got the two products in there. I really, really like that. I'm going to go in with, I got two blushes, and I think that one of these was a free gift because I don't think I would have got a blush in this shade. So this is the Blush Box Water and Sweatproof blush. This is in the shade Burgundy, and like I wouldn't have picked up a blush in this shade, so I'm going to set that aside. I will use this one. So I definitely ordered this one. It's so pretty. It's got the nicest little glow on it. Is it a baked blush? This is the Cheek Lover Marbled Blush, and this is in the shade Dahlia Blossom 010. The packaging for this is very much reminding me of something. So the packaging for the Catrice products looks very, very similar. Obviously they're different sizes, but they are like the same. That's interesting, and these Essence ones are amazing. So I don't know, maybe they're made in the same place or something, question mark. But this one is very different in the pan. It is like marbled. I hope you can see how it's like very slightly shimmery. Let's see how this looks on the cheeks. Ooh, that is pigmented. Wow, that is very, very pigmented. Oh, but that is such a nice colour. That's like almost that like a viral hot pink colour that everybody's searching for. That is my new favourite powder blush. That's so pretty, and that's like a really soft glow. I always like to take it like across my eyes as well, so it's all like, you know, all the same sort of colours. Also take some across my nose. Very, very pigmented. I mean, I've just gone way too much on my nose there. But yeah, very, very pigmented. I feel like with the bronzer, I could build that up a little bit more. Like I did dip in a few times, which both have their like benefits, but I love both of those. That's such a pretty colour, and that is giving a glow without having a highlight on. That is so pretty. Wow, considering we started this video as like Casper the Ghost, I feel like I'm really finding some good products so far. I'm going to just go in very lightly with the highlight out of this palette. Not that I feel like I need any more glow, but you know, we've got it, I want to try it. So I'm just going to dip in with my highlight brush. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That is like a warm, champagne-y, very, very metallic. I like that highlight too. I feel like that is just adding the right amount of glow, like exactly where I want it, on a very matte base that I haven't set. Like I haven't set this, and I feel like it looks great. Now I do have dry skin, so generally speaking, I don't always set like my foundation and concealer and stuff, but this looks so nice. That's just catching the light so nicely. I'm so impressed with everything so far. I'm going to quickly go off and do my brows. Now I got this brow pencil specifically because it reminded me, and I don't know what it was about it, but something reminded me of one of my favourite brow pencils, which is the Eyeshadow Firm brow pencil. That's what I wore on my wedding day, and I just absolutely love how my brows looked on my wedding day. It was like a firm pencil, so you could get every single hair, and you'll be happy to know if you've seen any of my videos before, I have recently picked up a pencil sharpener. It's downstairs in my bag in the kitchen, but I finally got one, so I can now sharpen all of my pencils. But I will be right back once I have done my brows, and I will tell you what I think of this. Did I even say what this is? I am losing my mind today. This is the Catrice Brow Stylist, and this is in the shade, it was on the lid, 025 Perfect Brow. Like this. Perfect Brow. I'm completely losing my marbles today. Let's see how the brows go. Probably not very well, because I'm just completely on another planet. Okay, this is not a bad brow pencil. This is not a bad brow day. However, it's not a firm pencil. It's not like what I thought it would be. It is quite soft and quite like creamy, where you don't have to put a lot of pressure on. It's got a great spoolie on the other end as well, just like the perfect amount of not too firm and not too soft. So it did sort of soften down the lines and stuff in the brows. I feel like this is a great brow day. I have no complaints there. I will say, however, this lip treatment, not really doing anything. I will wipe it off because it's looking a little bit crusty, looking a little bit dry, because I did pick up another lip product and I'm really interested to see what this is going to look like. So this is the Powerful 5 Liquid Lip Balm. So this says that it has hyaluron, vitamin E, shea butter, green tea and goji berry, and I got this in the shade Pearly Peach. So I'm interested to see what this is going to look like. This is the only other lip product that I picked up, so I'm hoping it's nice. I will go in with a lip liner. I didn't get a Catrice lip liner. Let's see how this looks. I might need a lip balm with that. A lip balm. Did I mention that I'm losing my mind today? Might need a lip liner. But that feels lovely and hydrating. It's not giving any sort of colour. Like, it's not giving the colour that's in the tube. It's very lightly, like, glittery, which I don't mind. This is the eyeshadow palette that I decided on, and I'm very excited to get into it. This is the NeoNude eyeshadow palette. So this is an 18 pan palette, and this is what it looks like. So obviously we are doing something pink. Well, not necessarily. I mean, we could do something purple. We could do something very neutral. We could do, now what we could do is something very neutral with like a pop of hot pink on the inner corner. I think that's what I'm going to do, like a fully matte look with a pop of hot pink in the inner corner. Now, none of these have names, so I will just point to which one I'm using, and then I will just, you know, we'll just have a play. I'm going to start with this one on the top row, which is a matte. I'm not going to swatch all of the shades today. I might do afterwards just to see how they look. And I'm going to start working this into the crease. That is like exactly the same colour as my skin. So I will go into this one on the middle row, which just looks a tiny little bit deeper. I'll keep that on the outer half of the crease. We'll also run that under the eye. I will say that there is a lot of creasing in this concealer. Now, obviously, I am not 19. I have creases. I'm not ashamed of it, but the creasing does seem a lot worse than with other concealers that I have. Now, obviously, it doesn't matter. You like tap it out, you set it with your powder or whatever, and that's not a problem, but I'm just mentioning that there does seem to be a little bit more creasing than what I'm used to with that concealer. I'm going in with a teeny tiny little smudger brush into this darker, like purplier shade, and I'm going to stamp that along the lash line. Not necessarily create a wing, but just sort of elongate it slightly. Okay, so now I'm just deciding, do I want to go in with hot pink or this like orangey tone? What am I feeling? I'm feeling probably the orangey one, like right on like the inner part of the lid. So I'm going in with a really, really small flat brush, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that. Very, very pigmented. I'm going to look down into my mirror, stamp that all around there. Okay, so I am feeling that colour. I mean, I know I look insane, but I think I'm going to like mirror that shape on the outer corner. I'm just completely making this up as I go along, but I think I'm going to take that same brush, because what I did there, let me zoom you in. So I got that orange on the brush, and then I just stamped that on the inner corner there to like create that shape, and then like drew it upwards. I think I'll do the same but with that hot pink shade, and sort of do the same on the outer corner and sort of do that sort of thing. Let me do it and then I'll see if I like it or not. I have absolutely no idea what this shape is meant to be, but I am so here for it. Like, what came across me then? But I love it. I feel like I need to try some of these shimmers. Let me swatch a few of these shimmers because some of these look incredible. Okay, those shimmers are intense. I feel like this second one isn't showing up as much, but only because it's completely blinded by that one on the top. I'm going to go in with that one actually, that second one down, which was this shade here, and I'm going to just use my finger and really, no, I'm not going to do that. Completely changed my mind there. I'm going to take a pencil brush dip into that and try and keep it right on the inner corner. I just went over that a little bit with this one on the bottom row just to really try and brighten that up, and I think I'm going to stop before I end up just putting a shimmer like down the centre as well. So for mascara, I will leave you zoomed in while I do this so that we can see how it looks. This is the Catrice All Round Mascara in Ultra Black. It says extra volume, length and curl, so we know that that is what I want. All of that volume and all of that curl. Oh, it's a natural bristled brush, but it's like a pointier type one rather than like, I feel like a lot of the ones that I've been trying recently have been like more like an hourglass sort of larger shape. Right, let's see how this builds up. I feel like with this level of whatever this is on my eyes, I feel like I need quite a lot of mascara. Okay, so that's 2 coats of the mascara, and I don't feel like it's necessarily giving me crazy volume and crazy length. It's definitely volumized, it's definitely lengthened, but it's not blowing my socks off. But I feel like it's probably the perfect amount to have with this eye look so that you can still see the colour through it. Because if I had anything too thickening and too dramatic, you wouldn't be able to see the colour. So really, it probably has worked out for the best. I'm just going to go off Catrice for a minute because I need a lip liner. So I'm using the Essence 8 Hour Matte Comfort Lip Liner in Rosy Nude. I'm just going to overline the lips a little because they're completely non-existent on my face. Instantly, I feel like that looks so much better. That lip gloss is still like, you can still see the sort of shimmer from it, but I feel like that looks so much better. I'm also just going to put a little bit of nude eyeliner in the waterline. So this is the Essence Stay and Play Gel Eyeliner in Silky Nude. I'm just going to get my mirror up again, I don't know why I put it down. Put a little bit of nude eyeliner through the waterline. I feel like that just makes the biggest difference. Especially when you're wearing like pinks and stuff on your eyes, you don't want to look like you've got pink eyes. So I feel like I just need a little bit more of that bronzer, and then I think I'll be done. Like, I'm quite happy with how all of this is looking. Just need to put a little bit more colour into my skin now that I've got all of that colour on the eyes. So overall thoughts are, I like the foundation, it's just not the right shade for me. I will try mixing it in with something that is a little bit too dark for me, see how I can make that work. The concealer will probably be okay with other foundations that are the right colour. That will be light enough to like work. The eyeshadow palette I am so impressed with. Those shimmers look incredible, and obviously the mattes are fantastic. The powder cheek products, that blush I think is my new favourite blush. I absolutely love that. The highlight is so soft, so glowy, not at all chunky. I haven't blended that bronzer at all. The lip plumper, I mean, it was an absolutely fine like lip treatment. I don't feel like it really did very much at all. The brow pencil, I really enjoyed that. The mascara, I like, it's probably one of those that'll be perfect in like a week or two where it's like dried down a little bit more. What else have we tried? I think that was it. Yeah, I think so. Oh, there was this blush. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Like I said, I think I maybe got it free, like if I spent so much. I can't remember. It's quite a while ago that I bought all of this stuff. It's been sat on my table for quite a while and I've only just got around to filming this. So let me know what you think. Let me know if there's any other products from Catrice or any other cruelty-free brands that you want me to try. I am always in the market for trying out new brands, so if there is like a full face of products that you want to see that you haven't seen on my channel before, then do let me know. I am always happy to pick up a full face of products to test out for a video. I find these really fun to do because it's like a full deep dive and like learning a lot about a brand fairly quickly. hopefully. I mean, I've been sat here filming for nearly an hour and a half, but hopefully you found this useful. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you've made it to the end and you haven't yet subscribed, I would love it if you would. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.